god. Oh.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Playing more Ace Attorney today, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Continuing with Investigations 2. And continuing with the first case. Exciting. I think it is gonna be a pretty chill stream. Yeah, I mean, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate his muscular back.
Oh, this is like really random, kind of somewhat related. Apparently in the Ace Attorney Investigations art book, that's what I'm assuming it's from. I didn't do any digging, but someone uploaded a picture of Lang, and it looks like a concept art book sketch. I swear. He doesn't have a shirt on, and I have no one to talk about this with. So I just wanted to say that I have that image. If anybody,
Did you have it on hand?
I have it on hand
for research purposes.
Yeah, wait. Hold on.
I'm a visual learner.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's obscene.
Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely a concept art book. You can see the rest of it now that I'm looking.
Oh, what the?
Yep.
I didn't know where or when to send this earlier, so I was like, I'll just wait.
This is a great time to bring it up.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It doesn't fit him.
Yeah, he looks like naked.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
I
something
know.
about it. He looks malnourished.
Oh.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Oh no! What you're seeing the side of the jacket is making him look yeah.
Okay. So he is malnourished.
No.
Right. No.
I think he looks alright.
Yeah.
You guys, anyone watching can go seek out that image for themselves.
Yeah, I found it on Twitter, so
I don't really want to put it on screen.
That's so fair. Maybe we should
just
continue.
Just search up like
just
Lang.
look up the art book. Just look up the art book.
Lang Z shirtless.
He's not Lang Z.
I don't know if we can recommend that either. To be honest.
Yeah.
Shirtless Ace Attorney.
Okay. Oh god.
Characters, male with no shirt, Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Good prompt.
Good prompt. Generate.
Generate.
Oh god.
Okay,
naked Ace Attorney.
We gotta start the game. Alright. The death of Bastian Rook and the revelation that Shelley D. Killer was in our midst. The case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened. The emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard.
Okay. Oh, I like forgot what happened last time. Yeah.
There's so much happening in this picture.
There is.
I'm overwhelmed. Why are there gas masks?
Yeah, wait, the more you look. Look at that bird.
There's a spacesuit and okay.
Is that a Teletubby on the screen? What is that?
Oh yeah. What?
That
we'll see that in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Easter eggs on a string.
Then the Tweety bird with back issues.
Oh.
my God. Okay. No president in sight. Now where could he be?
Who? Oh, right. That's the guy. Who knows? I really don't. Hold on, let me restart. Let me restart that. Who knows? All right, I guess.
Great. So he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint, but there we go.
Oh yeah,
it is.
he's.
Oh, yeah,
There it is.
My favorite thing is when we haven't played Ace Attorney in like a week and nobody remembers their voices. Okay.
It's a challenge, but I
It
mean,
is.
I like it. I like it. Did you really expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin?
As we have already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to examine the body.
Oh, sorry.
Is he right?
Oh, thank you.
Alright. My only option right now is to play alone. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah. Gumshoe.
So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard.
You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not that I need it, but yes.
That's what I thought. Then, there's nothing else for it. Okay, Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here.
Oh really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me?
No,
I thought not.
but I will provide vital assistance. Now, let's get to scouring this crime scene from top to bottom. I've gotten better at her.
It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup, so we'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible.
Oof, I'm a professional at doing that. I can immediately stretch a conversation out.
Okay, let's look at that.
Hmm.
The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. He was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover.
Like it was on purpose or something, huh?
The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. Never heard that word before.
Stanch.
Stanch.
Hey, stay.
The medics must have been brought in to try and save him.
Sadly, it was too little too late.
God, I wish I looked that cool when I die.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
So badass.
It's a bulletproof attaché case. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. There were some in case photographed too.
Oh. Ah. It's the image where his soul leaves his body.
Looks like Rook and Knight each had one.
Oh, hey, that's the photo I snatched.
You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay.
But I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know?
I take it snatch is your new favorite word?
Maybe.
So the victim was also carrying a revolver.
Looks like he was trying to use it.
Probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. Check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there, and no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zhengfa too?
Huh? Oh, right. Yep, sure was. We're always issued with the same model gun.
Okay.
I watched the movie Sinners yesterday with the actor Michael B. Jordan in it. Everyone in there has like a very southern accent. So watching it made my Texan accent come out, and I'm just like, Dad, did you see that? Did you see that part there? Oh, them vampires are gonna get them.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a different generation of vampires.
Okay. That was really scary.
Vampires mentioned.
The two guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zhengfa.
The bodyguards got all their guns from Zhangfa, from the right?
Take your time.
You got
From
this.
the Zhangfa authorities, right?
Yes.
Are they like super rare or anything?
No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either.
Boo! And here I thought they might be valuable treasures.
Yes, it is something of a shame.
Whoa, I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once.
Only mean to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose.
Ah, see? Everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including this investigation.
You could say that.
Alright then, it's treasure hunting time! On with the investigation.
Certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Rare.
Rare.
There's a movie that I watched not too long ago. It was a dude. He was trying to say, "Oh yeah, you blocked in my car with your truck." And he's like, "Oh well, it's a dual rear wheel, but he was trying to say dual rear wheel, but he was just he kept saying like rear.
That looks heavy. So this is what a president wears, huh? Must be made of something super special.
Yes, to protect him from bullets.
What? So it's not just for show?
Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest.
Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why didn't you just say so? Now I feel silly.
Oh. I just noticed the little creature on the desk.
Oh,
Documents of some kind.
we could always steal a glance.
Whoa.
Okay.
Another security plan.
Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can.
Precisely. But wait, something feels off. Okay. Okay, wait, this is new dialogue.
Huh.
Because I was supposed to deduce, but
They were like switched or whatever.
Deduce.
something's
Deduce.
different. I'm sure of it. What could it mean?
Deduce.
Eureka!
Oh,
The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point?
Huh? Oh, you're right.
Ooh.
Mm.
Sorry, I cut myself at work. I was looking at my cut.
No.
Yeah,
um,
we made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
Why the urgency?
Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president.
That's awesome.
If our leader...
Yeah, that's intense.
Wow.
Really. Little two
Oh.
chubby guys in the back. Wait, triplets?
yeah, that's what it is. Oh,
What the heck? If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd all have been out of a job. But he made it. And our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet Rook put a bullet in it for good measure too.
And where were you? Well, this was happening.
you were the first one I overpowered, were you not?
Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Damn. Shut up, kid.
Ah, now I get it.
What is you? Busted up neck so bad, I can't even look to my right.
I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill, he was truly a master of his craft. Unlike a certain other someone I could mention.
Huh. I'm just as good as he ever was.
You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend.
What the heck do you know?
So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skill as a bodyguard.
Indeed, while I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. I joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me.
So that's the connection he was talking about.
And that's why we changed up the security plan. Had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust, and he only trusted two people. Me and Rook.
How does that explain your change of position?
Oh yeah, he switched over to the right-hand side.
I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage.
Okay, we don't have to look at these, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
These personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like they get a lot of use as well.
I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too.
Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use.
Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he's human and therefore possesses only 2 hands.
20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection.
Hey, can we look at the weird Teletubby?
It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane.
Oh.
Ah. Wait, oh wait, no, never mind. I was about to say that the cockpit is out of service.
What on earth is this?
Oh, that? It's the president's favorite plushie.
I get it, dude.
It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch.
But if that's the case, then why has it been...
Left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, it's pretty weird.
It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubby hole, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here. Two bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life.
What? There's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How is that possible?
How indeed, the numbers don't add up. However, there's one possible explanation.
There is?
After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1.
No way!
He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have gotten a lot worse.
And he wasn't injured at all by the impact? Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage.
Sure. I've known guys who've broken bones that way. But the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff.
Sounds like he didn't even need a vest.
Let's not get carried away here. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed.
Remind me what those are again.
Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a sort.
You can tell all that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze away!
Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find.
What? That was all set for some analyzing.
That's quite enough investigating for now.
Ugh. What is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case?
No, not yet.
Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you do so.
Another witness? Who?
You don't mean. Why did I turn southern?
The most important witness of all, the man on the other side of that door.
He really intends to have me question the president?
Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop right there, the killer. You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you.
Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life.
Grrr.
Well then. If nothing else, we now know what kind of a man you really are.
Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this. Let's all just calm down, all right?
Come on, detective. Where the blazes are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
eek! Sorry.
Lights, what's happening?
Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the President after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip.
No! Stop! Ah!
Oh, and then eek!
Okay, you won't get away with this, D-Killer.
I have seen enough, and now I know the truth.
Where are you? Where did you go? Ah!
Oh,
I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
That goes hard.
It really
That does
does,
go
yeah.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Oh,
Oh my god.
Face down.
well, okay.
Is she okay?
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Yes.
Must have been knocked unconscious.
Sir, you're okay.
Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay?
No, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it, so you can stop worrying.
Detective, did you manage to stop D-Killer?
Well, see, Miss Lori came running out of the plane and, she told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing by the window. The killer must have stolen it and rowed it himself across the lake.
What about the cordon around the park?
I'd call everybody back in to stake out the plane, including the guy stationed across the water.
No. So he's completely slipped through our fingers?
Not the best look for the department, but yeah.
Hey, Edgeworth. I don't know why. Hey, Edgeworth. I don't know why I said it like that.
Mr. Knight, you're alive.
Yeah. No thanks to that murderer.
Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Calling card, marked with a seashell.
Guess he wanted to leave a message.
It's so funny when I mess up the southern accent.
Like, hey, like mustard or ketchup?
D-Killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victim.
But you're not dead, sir.
But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. Can't stop thinking about his parting words.
I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth.
Now I know the truth. Truth about what?
Roger that. All clear out here, sir. Over.
What's going on?
That was the president. He's coming out. Yay!
Now?
Congrats.
Oh,
Whoa!
forgot what
Oh
he
my
looked
God.
like.
What the
Who's it?
hell?
Wang.
I don't like this guy.
So he's the president of Zhangfa. Mr. Di Jun Wang.
He looks like the cat from Ice Age. You know what I'm talking
Diego?
about? Yeah.
Saber-tooth.
Diego?
Yeah.
The saber
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Was I this guy? I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
remember.
And
Probably.
you are?
It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
The honor's all mine.
No.
Yes.
The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Dijun Wang. Your efforts on the behalf of Zhengfa have not gone unnoticed. You avert something of a crisis.
You must be referring to the Yatagarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder.
You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away.
And that's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed.
Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes.
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought he flicked us off. I'm so scared. Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Knight has appraised? Really?
There's
Oh.
no A. There's no second A.
Ah, English is so weird. Knight has apprised me. Sorry, this motherfucker again. Of the state of affairs. And from this point forward, this case will be handled by Zhangfa Police Force, the finest in the world.
Even with the D-Killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case?
What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talked to Mr. Edgeworth like that. Nobody talks to him like that. If I hadn't been for him, the killer would have.
Detective! Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhangfa's jurisdiction.
You failed to see. Enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanation from a head of state. I say no. 1,000 times no. I will not explain myself to you. Now, hand over the evidence you've gathered and remove yourself from this plane. How the hell?
I'd do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth.
Ugh. This can't really be the end of the line, can it?
Do we just kind of like jump off or like?
Why? Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us?
Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect.
Yes, sir. Right away.
To make an attempt on my life? To murder one of my faithful servants? The effrontery?
Effrontery?
The villainy! Right?
I think it would be
Did I get it?
effrontery.
Effrontery? Alright, the effrontery? The villainy! There we go.
I didn't murder nobody. Cause I
Forgot they were here.
Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist.
Answer me this. In a world already loosely with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no. 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why? You ask me, then I will tell you.
He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth.
I love that he kept talking.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's just yapping in the background.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, this got to be something we can do.
Think, Miles. Remember. How many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. That's one too many S's.
Witnesses.
Witnesses.
It's a lot of
Has the
S's.
critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. Yet you always got to the truth of the situation in the end. Your greatest weapon of all, your words.
Ooh.
Beat him up with words.
Ooh. Chess time.
Now, let us analyze the state of play.
Begone, puny prosecutor! Or do you dare defy the direct order of the president?
He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Zhang Fa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Please, about the case.
Did I give you permission to speak? No. 1,000 times no. I'm the leader of Zhang Fa. I have no time for your insolent back chat.
I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You said that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force?
I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. Good boy.
Crazy thing to say to another man.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass thing to say. Sorry. The interior of this plane is too, fuck. Can you help me out?
That's sovereign.
Oh, really? Okay, sovereign territory of Zhang Fa. You have no rights here.
Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? Could keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. Could you at least explain to me why I am off the case?
Imbecile! Cease your insolent jabbering. If someone called me imbecile, I think I would cry. Holy. I need not to explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern. I spit
Perhaps
everywhere.
it's time to employ my clue.
Yep.
In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location.
You smart Alec.
As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang Fa. And from that we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct?
Enough. Cease your objectionable whining.
Oh, wait, I was supposed to pick the other one. Well. Oh, no!
Yeah.
You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated.
Is he?
He's sweating.
You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true! Extraterritoriality! Right? I think I said that right?
Yeah.
Yes! 1 point for me. Applies! Your laws mean nothing here! And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here.
Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all this. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we?
I go grab my food real quick.
Okay. Randomizer pointed out in the chat that this guy looks a lot like Will Powers.
He does a little bit.
And I would have to agree. They got the like lion-ness
Yeah.
about them. Is that slick back? It's not slick back. It's like a, what do you call that hair?
The
Yeah.
main, I don't know.
It's very mane adjacent.
Okay, never mind. It's cool.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I may be the president, but nobody is untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. Surely you see that you've overplayed your hand.
Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me and nothing else. That's a
Okay.
weird.
Alright, dude. He does look like he's flipping us off.
Yeah. You dare tell me how to govern? How to lead? You dare contradict me?
In the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do.
No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate. Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There is no other viable suspects.
Fascinating. So if he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane, could be a vital clue. I believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it?
Do you even understand what you are asking?
Of course, if I didn't, I wouldn't ask it.
Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself? I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness.
You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime.
Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zhang Fa.
Ah, time to deploy my clue. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality cannot possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified.
I'm not doing that. How could I have bested by a mere prosecutor? But I am the president. The president!
Checkmate.
Adrian's.
I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President.
I hereby, officially, and unreservedly.
Unreservedly.
Oh, what did I get a C from? What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Reservedly confer my approval. Where did I get a C from that word? What the hell? Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for which. Oh, all right.
I did not click there.
No, it was weird. I know that. He's just talking. There can be no other outcome without gold. People of Zengfa, I swear to you, I hear now, this investigation will continue.
All that when he could have just said, "Okay, you got me."
Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence.
Take it.
We did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
We sure did, and now the investigation can continue.
Whatever. Enjoy your pocket full of palms. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play.
Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind.
What is it?
Would you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself?
Now you want me to testify?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's your next move? If you want the president to testify, you'll have to take him to court.
All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so.
Oh, that's...
What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know?
Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now listen, and listen well. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then bang! A shot rang out, and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
I guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here.
Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation?
My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public.
A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye.
And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Ooh. It's like when he speaks and opens his mouth, it's just blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You say it was a plain red balloon that burst, but I strongly beg to differ. Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you?
That sprite is great.
What? Who is that?
Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him. Especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country.
Yeah, you need to watch the German Ninja too. He's amazing.
So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was, in fact, of the Steel Samurai.
But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on the security plan.
They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple, round balloons.
Knight,
What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself! Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at last minute, sir.
Borrowed?
That's what we were told. Yes, they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons bursted somehow.
He's scratching. He's like scratching his ears. You see that?
So they were swapped as an emergency replacement?
Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said.
Happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Huh.
Ugh. They filled just the bottom part of with air to make it look like they're look like the other. What the hell is going on? Ornamental?
It's ornamental.
Ornamental. What is up with me today, dude? I have not. Ugh. Ornamental balloon. I need to eat.
So, while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. Is that the long and short of it?
Knight, why was I not informed of this? Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was a pressing issue.
And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct?
Yes, I suppose so.
You really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon.
Of course!
What's that outburst for?
Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon.
You couldn't see it?
That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping fucking hell. Oh, my morality is like decaying. And blocking my view.
Incessantly.
Thank you.
Is that so?
Yes, those two flags. They were being blown back towards me.
There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident. Strong enough to blow the flags in such a fashion. But does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case? Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction.
It has?
Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. If the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the President described, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning.
Take that!
Earlier, we deduced that the bullet that struck the Steel Samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduced the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the President describes, our conclusion becomes quite different.
No way! If the flags were pointed in the other direction.
Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot.
Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean...
Yes, I know. You may not understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it.
Take that!
He's 24?
Look at day over 30.
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight.
What?
The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you are standing.
But the guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons?
This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin?
Seriously, Edgeworth. We've put up with a lot from you. But this? We're President Wang's bodyguards. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king.
I'll handle this, Knight.
Sorry, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof! Proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during the crucial moment.
The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what was happening with the flag then, too.
Take that!
Your proof is in this picture right here.
This should be good. Which picture? Where?
Take that!
Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting.
So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon.
Making him the assassin?
Mr. Knight... Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss.
Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer, or I might aim for something else next.
There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. That fact alone changes everything about the case.
Down.
Why did Knight's assigned position change?
Told you I can only turn.
But it's not the only reason. Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he have even been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? But could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. That's...
Yeah.
Is this previous
What?
dialogue? I feel like that was
I
kind of
think,
jarring.
yeah.
Yeah, this
I
is
think so.
previous dialogue. That's right. The president was the one who ordered the change. I'm reading things right. The president knew in advance about the balloon shooting. Which means he must have had foreknowledge that he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that the Knight and the president don't want us to know. There was only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt.
What?
Huh?
Idiot. You don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden.
How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke?
No, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired again.
He did?
Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit.
So then, what's the deal with the one in the vest?
I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred.
So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all.
That's not true. I was shot. I tell you.
We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct?
You said it yourself. You found the shooter in a photograph. The person with red hood. Objection!
I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight.
Then where does Tabby fit into all of this?
It was simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin. A highly suspicious... Oh, sorry.
Oh, the highly suspicious person with the red hood.
I've yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme. I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president.
That's right! Then I was...
Tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air.
But then the case would have gone cold.
Exactly what our friends here were hoping for.
makes sense now why they wanted you off the case.
Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Ah,
He's spitting.
ah,
Oh my god.
Ah.
Oh!
Whoa!
What?
He
Whoa,
deflated,
whoa.
dude.
Ew!
His
Oh my
jowls.
god.
They're
Ew.
wiggling. What is going on?
No, I.
God.
The presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
Oh god, dude.
If that stupid chef prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you. How could I let this happen?
Objection! That's enough, Edgeworth.
Mr. Knight.
Oh god.
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight. Yeah, as a knight and protecting my king.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Okay,
Oh.
buddy.
Oh.
Alright,
Oh.
it just
Alright.
didn't end.
All right. So go ahead. Keep running your mouth.
Perhaps it would be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words.
He wouldn't, would he?
Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. All right, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that? In front of a crowd of thousands.
An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions.
A certain something? Huh? Mighty specific.
I feel like there was like 45 people there max. Thousands is a bit of a
Yeah, thousands is a bit of a
Stretch.
stretch.
The neighbors were there.
uh-huh.
Take that! My etch case.
Sure.
my
Yes.
attache case.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at Kay's photograph. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case.
True.
The very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
What the heck? He sounds like that?
Objection!
He
You
literally-
don't like to let the fact wave
You
a good
don't
theory,
like-
do you?
The what?
Shame you don't seem to have noticed.
Noticed what?
That theory's all you have. Conjecture's nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind and at precisely the right moment. I hid my gun with my attache case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence. At best, you can't prove any of that, or any of it.
Ugh.
If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrape of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You gonna go dredge it up?
I hate to say it, but he's right. We don't have anything concrete.
I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth.
Oh,
Miss Lloyd. What? She could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk.
What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist?
No, never mind.
That's what I thought.
Miss Lloyd. I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth might be lost forever. You are a journalist after all, are you not?
Dang it. I can't stay quiet any longer.
Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I'd think carefully before opening that mouth of yours.
I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before.
What is it?
It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that's all I done. I never shot nobody.
You stupid! I thought I told you. You squeal and you go down as an accomplice.
It was him. He told me to do it. I was at Jangpa's embassy sniffing out a story, like I told you. This was 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff.
But what about the gun in the trash can?
That I don't know nothing about. I swear it. All he told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point that there pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry. Truly I am.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. You have to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham.
What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you?
My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet, hmm?
oh,
Oh,
So, let me get this straight. You tell Tabby if you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Or something like that.
Of all the dirty.
I said no such thing.
God, dude, he's so gross.
I like his design more this way, I think. He's so much more cat-like.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, ew.
True, I guess.
He's
Hello.
uncanny valleying me.
That's
I
fair. Yeah,
swear.
the face with the skin is like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
just hear him. I could hear him. He's like Hunter. He's like. Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt.
I do. I'm sorry.
I choked up my saliva.
But why? Why do something like that?
My popularity has been on the way back home. Thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me a boost I need. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies. All of it.
And the bullet in the vest?
It was planted ahead of time
I wasn't hit by anything today.
But then, what was up with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. And then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He'd hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh, and what would that be?
Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did we wind up getting killed for real?
That's true, and therein lies the real question.
He was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native of Zhangfa, but he was someone I could fully trust. Dang.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Sounds like he was as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, huh, sir?
I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too, then, correct?
I wasn't aware of any specific details. Not really. Tried to involve him, but he refused.
And you would have done well to listen to him.
This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted. What was so great about him, anyway?
Okay, there it is.
All right.
What's gotten into him?
He was just another piece on the board. They're there to protect you, nothing more. Mr. Knight, how dare you? How? Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that, pious coward?
It's pious.
Pious. While that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most. I value your support too, of course, but look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. And now that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius, strategist, strategist, I don't know, one of those, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team. I think it's strategist.
It's either.
We are all well aware of your ambition, Knight. But oh my God, I'm yawning. But doesn't it seem a little imprudent to you? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are, and as they always will be.
And that's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Yeah, no thanks to you and that buffoon Rook.
And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault?
If he hadn't died, the killer would have never come after me. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane. Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. No. Fine. The guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted.
But did he die protecting the president?
Oh, wait! I thought the whole assassination thing was fake.
Oh, come on. Do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake we planned a fake assassination, but nobody else came along. But somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through the balloon. And the second one, that wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
The real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No. The most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Our lily white queen over there.
What?
Miss Lloyd?
Again with this. I'm not your danged assassin.
But is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. The gun in the trash can. It can only belong to you. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there. I'm so sorry. Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
You don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The knight doesn't protect the rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king.
You want to translate?
Means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of chess?
But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Doesn't matter. It's still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win.
Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match in any case. Well, this is where our battle really begins.
Ooh.
Objection!
Do you contend that it was you who shot the balloon, and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook? Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure.
While what you propose would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard, the gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted by the real perpetrator of the crime.
Somebody faked the evidence?
Yes, and if you think about it, the reason for doing so is obvious. Ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon.
I get it. So that's why it's got 2 spent rounds, huh?
Precisely, as we've already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon. Makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either.
Heh, nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. Yeah. But why don't you get to the point? You've come this far. Spit it out.
Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was...
You.
Take that!
you, Mr. Knight. You're the one who murdered Mr. Rook.
Ooh, finally. Finally got up the courage to say it, huh?
Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have. No.
It wasn't only D. Killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook hoping that it would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. Title of a really good Strokes song. Definitely recommend it. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
That's so weird.
Objection.
He's just like a white guy.
Yeah.
Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third one now?
If I was to go about that, then that's how it would be.
You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works?
Objection!
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside. Not even gunfire.
But wasn't the president right next door?
Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President,
I didn't hear a thing.
but you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
And that's what you did this time too, right?
Well, that is,
It's gotten into him. Mr. President, this is vitally important.
Please, President Wang.
Fine. I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real.
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. Just the slightest hint of that awful noise, and it's just too much. It's too much.
Oh, that there's sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish.
Ahem. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on. Which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed the old halfwit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day.
I want to believe you, but
I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? What you don't believe? What, you don't believe that girl over there could have done it?
No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired.
Yeah? Well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start?
What?
Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday or the day before. Then today, another bullet. The bullet that hit Rook.
That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it.
Maybe, but can you prove it's not true?
Not with any certainty, no.
You're nothing without conclusive proof. So come on. A single piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for?
Ugh.
There must be something, mustn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can't prove it, Tabbies. Please, Ruffles. I messed up, I know I did. I should have never have done what I did. Not even for a scoop. But murder? No, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body.
Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can.
Or at least have a bulletproof balloon.
We had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from.
No proof, no case, end of conversation.
Objection!
Hold it right there.
What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof.
Of course I do.
This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours.
The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well, my conclusive evidence is... not currently in my possession.
Alright then, thanks for playing. Thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over.
However, it is here in this room.
What?
As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But why did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation.
He's right. It's the president.
But now, of course, we know that a so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where was the real bullet?
I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on, then. Don't keep us in suspense.
Any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up?
Wasn't it that, yeah.
Take that!
There's something very clearly missing from this room.
Yes. A prosecutor with some common sense.
Take a look at the bank of security monitors.
Oh. Oh.
I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around the airplane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
There was, yes. I have no idea what my plushie is doing there right now.
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go, and why? The why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. Or if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed.
So, where did the missing monitor go?
Where indeed? I believe that it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir.
Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember?
I have no objection to the search. Please, go ahead. Go. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way.
What are you? I don't believe this. Rook this, Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else?
The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind.
Sir, I found the monitor.
Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet.
Let's see. I put my hand in here and just... Oh, come on, got it.
Broken glass.
Well, would you look at that? Blood. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. A single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even now you must admit, if this bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Miss Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer.
It's another really good song.
What, no pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found.
Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it.
Straight through the heart, and you're too late. You give love a bad name.
Alright, so let's hear what forensics has to say. Ew, look at his belly poking out of his...
I know.
Yeah, I just want
Ugh.
to kind of like go up to him and be like, you know, like a water bed. Like, no, all right.
Our findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim.
Proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook.
Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun.
Probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striation. If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear.
Lastly, the... Damn it, striations?
I said it twice, it's striation.
Striations. I'm blanking out. I'm being honest.
My apologies, I'm blanking out.
The striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon. Okay, so that's great.
What? But how could that be?
No way. Oh, come on.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet.
How?
Yeah. Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right.
Dang. That was so clean.
It is clean.
What's the matter? You don't think you didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. Because the only one backed into a corner here is you.
Gotta imagine that in his normal voice.
The only one backed into the corner here is you. That would be so weird. There's no denying it. Forensic proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So, who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it. Your move, Edgeworth. But just remember, two
Oops.
things. Oh,
Didn't mean to do that.
Cool. I just remember two things. One, where you found that gun, and two,
which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter.
Ugh, how did it come to this?
Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is.
There's no way Tabby did it. Is there?
Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them.
Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ooh-wee.
Hold it!
Oh.
No, that's...
Objection!
Objection! What's up? What was it you said? That forensic would back you up?
Ugh.
How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine.
The bullets in the gun are a match, Mr. Edgeworth. That kinda has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger. Trigger, no?
Even so, I simply cannot accept that.
But, sir, there's no denying the evidence.
There isn't, so what am I missing? I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent, and the gun and the bullets shouldn't be a match. What is it, Kay?
I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it.
You're asking me to call the evidence into question.
Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says she did, then the problem must lie there.
You seem very sure about this.
Call it my grave thief's intuition.
Intuition. Huh. Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... As someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but... if I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be... if something untoward is going on here. It would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun.
Now I know the evidence. I do as if you say you are.
Indeed, he had ample opportunity. There's no doubt that this gun was the weapon that was used in the crime. Means it must belong to...
Take that!
gun belongs to Mr. Knight. You switched them around. That has to be it.
Objection!
Admit it. You switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings match the weapon in question. It was yours all along.
Heh. An intriguing move there, Edgeworth. And...
You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. Well, I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation. You took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can, and put it on your own. Then, not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found.
Heh, I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future?
That's so strange. You're a chess player, after all. A man well used to thinking several moves ahead.
Oh.
Don't shoot yourself now, please.
I'm flattered, but much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch? The gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but It's just a coincidence. It's a coinky dink. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look in the cylinder.
Don't do that.
2 spent bullets, just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None. That's what.
You say I'm overestimating your abilities? You surprise me.
What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure.
Not what a modest person would say.
Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is.
Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you?
Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up. I just didn't have the right evidence.
I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence, will be your excuse, I'd imagine.
Objection!
Oh,
I have your proof right here.
that's your proof? I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth.
Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you.
I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, surely.
The evidence the gun will provide takes the form of fingerprints, namely your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection!
My prints? Ha! Of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on there?
Objection!
What if I told you there are prints on a part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point?
What? Where? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. There's a place where your fingerprints could have never been left if things happened as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion.
The chamber.
Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective.
Bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir?
Oh, the bullets.
You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence. But if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected. Because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different.
There were 2 spent bullets in the gun we found.
Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun?
We know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly are Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report.
Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves.
I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight.
That's...
And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin.
I I didn't.
Checkmate.
Ooh.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
He is cool. That's
whoa.
great.
Oh,
Did you see the blue badger? Oh my
What, did the
God.
thinker statue fall?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
That's diabolical.
And the hot dog thing from the last game.
I was going to be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook. It hadn't have been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. My plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless.
Detective Gumshoe.
Right away, sir.
You, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet.
I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom.
But it's not fair. It's not fair.
Oh, he's back to buff.
Locked in.
He's in public now.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the rank of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
He's suddenly very presidential again now that we're back outside the plane.
I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him.
Want me to handle it now, Rook?
Brooke refused, but I can rely on you, can I?
Of course, sir. Luke can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is.
The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you'll have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. And I will no longer be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer. Yet. But when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zhangfa. You will always be welcomed.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Y'all don't know how grateful I am. All's well that ends well.
Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you are a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak with you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
I know, and I'm awful sorry about everything. Truly, I am.
I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits.
There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do.
They are never letting her ass on a plane ever again.
No.
Nope. Nope.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum. Earns eternal gratitude of president. How's that for a headline? Hey, that there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon.
She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment.
Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun.
As well I should be. This case is not over yet.
It isn't? How come, sir?
Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over.
Take that!
You killer's calling card.
Mr. DeKiller has yet to complete his assignment.
You mean he might still try to murder the president?
Hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet.
Ooh.
As one would expect with the attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined.
Ugh.
Pretty
The end.
exciting.
Yeah. Okay, I oohed too early, but ooh.
Oh, okay. Let's start the next case. No, I'm just kidding.
We might
It's
continue.
a good one to start.
Start the next case tomorrow or next week. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hope you guys enjoyed. That's gonna be it for today. The Eclipse.
We'll
rise
rise
again.
again.
Join the Discord.
Alrighty. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah.